We're back for another stream. Let's go. How's it going? How's it going? We're back. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. Hey, you shut up. No, how's it going? Okay, we're back for another stream. Let's go. I need to go and just yeah. How's it going? How would it bog? How would it bog? Howdy bog. Honestly, that's an actual. To be fair, Smosh Man was an absolute G. Okay, absolutely love them. But no. Yes, we're back with another shit. I need to stop being weird. Let me go ahead and check on some music, okay? We're back at that part of the day. But there we go. Intertwined. Give me some of those tunes. Is everything playing now? Yes, coolio. I just wanted to try and make sure that everything was good to go. Basically, today's plan of action, as per usual, is to mine. Finish another layer. You know how it goes, weep. It's going good. Oh, now that's what I want to hear. Now that's what I want to hear. Okay, the thing is, man, that people are having too much of a bad time on a Sunday, man. We got to enjoy our Sundays. Okay, we got to enjoy the time that we have on this fine earth before we have to go back into another work week. But no, though, how about you? Oh, I'm not doing too bad, man. I'm not doing too bad. Literally, to be fair, last night, okay, I pretty much, so, I'm not gonna go too much into depth with it. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I had decent dinner, okay, honestly, that's great. But basically, I've completely given up now on Miss Marvel. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into the Marvel Universe just yet, but essentially, I tried watching it, the second episode, and I just couldn't, so I was like, do you know what, man, I can't do this. I've given up on it. I don't really want to watch it. I tried so hard, but it was just not piquing my interest at all. So what I've done is that I've actually instead went ahead and watched not God of War, if only. I've went ahead though and watched a a Thor: Love and Thunder for the first time. Obviously, because now we're starting to get to the end. Man. Also, it is absolutely blinding. I do apologize. The sun's absolutely destroyed in here. We're trying not to yeet all the sun though. Can we like just have it so that I'm not so it's like meh. It's like I just want light. I don't want this room to be completely dark. But it's like this is the only place I have. There we go, that worked. But no, yeah, basically, we have just almost finished off. Basically the Marvel Universe. But I was gonna go ahead and actually I don't know, watch the rest of the series. Of Miss Marvel, because obviously I do know that's basically the Marvels or whatever. One of the final movies I need to catch up on, which to be fair though is coming up close. But to be fair though, I was just watching it and I could just get the gist of it. I can get the gist of it. The thing is though, obviously when you go into something like War, Love and Thunder, you're pretty much in it for a ride. It's like 2 hours long, nothing too strenuous on the eyes, nothing too strenuous on the head. But you you can enjoy the story for what it is, and at least it being different. But with Miss Marvel, I was watching it 2 minutes into it. I was watching it as well, actually. When I think it was on Friday, either Friday or Thursday. I think it was one of those. I watched the first episode, and basically it was just more so that I kind of got the gist of it. I kind of got the gist that I was supposed to be a a bit of a flick and a bit of a nod to the Gen Zs out there. We got that TikToks, we got our... I got something stuck in my tooth. There's something stuck in my tooth, god damn it. But it's supposed to be a nod to the Gen Zs and the Venjicons and the things and the thingamajigs and the thingamabobs. And the thingamajig and the thingamabobs. And I'm like, okay. I get it. Okay, I get it, G. Okay. Like we were talking about earlier, we have a limited time on this earth, okay? It's the reason why I'm not gonna watch Miss She-Hulk, okay? Because unless somebody wants to go through that pain with me, I ain't gonna bother, okay? I wanna go ahead and now watch bloody what's the next one I need to watch now actually? Ant-Man Quantumania. That's the next one I need to go into, and then I'm finished. And then not finished. I got Secret Invasion. which I don't mind watching. I wouldn't mind watching that. That has piqued my interest. And as well, then the Marvels, and end them. I'm free. I'm free from this torment. I will never have to look back onto a Marvel movie until they release another one again. Imagine. But anyways, I got too much of a bit of a ramble there. I did say I wasn't going to talk too much about Marvel. But no, though, yes. Basically, yeah, today's plan of action, we're going to go ahead and try to finish off this next layer here. Basically, it has been something we've been looking forward toward for quite a while. But basically, after this layer now, we'll be going into the Y109s, the Y10s. Okay, we won't be seeing the 10s anymore. So that's going to be a huge feat for us. Because basically that will essentially mean that we're getting ever so closer to being able to see the whole of the ground. Which is going to be fantastic. Like I said, I got about, I think it's like 2 more. I got about 10 more blocks I need to mine out before we can really start comfortably seeing the ground. But that's obviously going to be another, that's going to be essentially what we've done just now, but over again. But that's okay though, that's okay. By the time that happens, we'll be pretty much sorted anyway. But also, let me quickly just go ahead and mine some of this out. But no though, yes, to be fair though, also I do apologize for not streaming yesterday. I was actually not feeling fantastic. Oh, also Ancient Debris, let's go. I wasn't feeling fantastic. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to probably take a day in. I think I'm probably just gonna try to recuperate a little bit, and I feel like I was able to do that, and now I'm back at it, back at the grind, ready for the week. I think that's the thing though, is that like you gotta allow yourself some time, man. You gotta allow yourself some time, catch up with what you need to do, and again, and you're pretty much bogged, man. But to be fair though, I was itching though. I have to be honest, I was itching. It was like not having my Minecraft time and my gaming time was really getting to me. So, because basically, like what I try to watch my own time anyway is like just like get some gaming content anyway. Like I was watching this really fascinating video on the development of Limbo, because Limbo is a game that I've always was really intrigued about when I was growing up. It was like one of the first games I really played. It was not one of the first. Like, actually, to be fair, I can consider it one of the first because that's one of my earliest memories. But it was like just me exploring this world, and just kind of like being so confused about what's happening, but being so like, wait a minute, this is like I don't know, touching me on like a personal level. Like this is that sounds very wrong. That sounds very wrong. But this is a it was like speaking to me. Like, yeah, I know who you are. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I understand. Okay, wait a minute. I think I know where this guy's going. I think I don't know. I think to be fair, like it's like those kind of like silent protagonists, but the really silent, kind of mysterious ones are always something I kind of like coincided with when I was growing up. Because I don't know, being quiet, it's just fun, man. It's just fun. Being quiet's fun. That's why I stream, so that I can get all this energy out, and I can just be some quiet some more. Oh, it's fantastic. Ah, it's fantastic. But no, though. It's basically, that's the thing, though, is that I was basically listening to it, and it was really going quite. It's basically from a guy called That Guy Glenn. That covered the topic. I was actually watching, to be fair, another one of his videos. I believe it was the night before. Going into it wasn't Limbo, but it was another game that really piqued my interest. But it was really quite interesting though to see like how kind of, I wouldn't say troubled Limbo's development was, but how much of a sadder ending it kind of had. Like, the thing is, though, obviously, like, the game went off without... the development of it was pretty standard in terms of just, like, those kind of startups where you get all the corporate stuff coming in, trying to take over directives, and obviously a squabble here and there between the team. But at the end, or in the end, the two founders and the guy that originally made Division was like just essentially kicked off his own like his own company because when he resigned, like the other like the person working with him was essentially like well was obviously still a part of it, but kind of thought of that as just him leaving in general, whilst he still wanted to still be have some sort of creative like creative voice over the game. So yeah, that just kind of stuck out to me, man. I was like, oh my god, I would really hate that. I would despise that, man. I would despise anybody who would do that to me. Like, imagine you spent the best part of like 10 years on a game. Well, not 10 years, but about 8 years, 6 years on a game. Okay, I believe it started like the whole idea of it anyway started in 2004? Was it? Yeah, 2004. The idea came about. And then it got released in 2010, I believe. So yeah, there we go. That's the timeline's kind of lined up for me now. Six years on the game. And then, in the end, when like you've had a little bit of a squabble, and you just want to go ahead and be like, hey, I don't really want too much of a piece of the pie now. I just want to go ahead and do my own thing, but still have some sort of creative freedom. You go ahead and kick him off. That's mental. Absolutely mental. Not cool, man. Not cool. Don't like that. Very, very stinky. But that's the same. But these are the same people though, that made Cocoon. Well, basically, this is the same guy that made Cocoon that I believe, kicked him off the team. So that was also quite interesting as well. So these guys have had their kind of foot in the field now for quite a while, like between Inside and all these like kind of quite thought-provoking, well, not so much thought-provoking, but very atmospheric games, but that are gorgeous. See, that's the thing though, is that like I have considered actually looking at Cocoon. It's always interested me playing that game. But to be fair though, if I was going to go ahead and actually play any of those type of games, it would have to be between like Limbo and Inside. Because those are the two, franchises that I've always had a keen eye on. Just because of the fact of how much they kind of mean to me in a way. I remember watching it even, what was it? It was Jacksepticeye's Let's Play on it, which was fantastic. That was fantastic, man. I remember when I first watched that. But to go ahead and experience that on myself, that would be a fantastic way of doing it. Same thing with Little Nightmares, honestly. Little Nightmares, oh my god. My god. Okay, we need a stream net. We're gonna stream that at some point, man. Okay, don't even worry about it. That's on my bucket list. Okay, along with Stray, along with all these big titles, oh man. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be Gucci. Okay, we're gonna be delicious. Delicious. That's the thing is, I'd want to go ahead though and make sure that if we were gonna go ahead and play those, like on stream or something, I'd want to make like a proper event out of it. Because obviously we're gonna be paying. We have to go ahead and pay money on it. So I'll probably make like try and make like something out of it as well, like some sort of video or whatever. Maybe doing like some sort of montage or a review type deal. I have kind of considered though at some point going into like Let's Plays, because that might be a more better way of kind of bundling this like this kind of these ideas that I have, instead of having to constantly like make up time in stream. Because I think that I don't mind streaming a lot of these games, but I'm also thinking like we could also do a lot of this outside as well, or with a bit more flexibility and not having to like dedicate so much time into one session, if you get what I mean. If you get what I mean. We'll have to consider it though. We'll have to consider it. You guys have to keep up to date on how you feel about that. Because I would not mind it, G. I would not mind it. But no, let's quickly go ahead though and mine out a little bit more of this. But aside from that though, in terms of Minecraft news, I haven't done too much, and also thought of much in terms of what I want to do in this world. I do know that Hermitcraft recap's coming out today, which is going to be fun. I got something to look forward to for tomorrow morning. But now, to be fair, like it's just been on that steady grind, I think, in terms of this world. We've got so much now to kind of crack on with that I'm like, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. We're doing good here. We're doing good here, man. Like, we are delicious. Absolutely delicious. Also, as well, what we can do is that we can actually make our way down here. Just a little bit more. Oh, there we go. So that's the thing, though, is that, like, I think a lot of this at the moment and what we're kind of doing here is just, it's just a lot of preparing, man. It's a lot of preparing for like, a lot of future projects. I just can't wait to start kind of, like, digging my teeth into. Because, again, no, like, as soon as we get this huge canvas out of the way, oh, man. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of room to start kind of like expanding, especially when in terms of how we want to tackle the, like, obviously the actual Wither Skeleton Skull farm, the obviously Nether Fortress. See, I don't even see. I'm actually quite excited though in terms of when we start getting down to the Nether Fortress. Because I would really like to see... I'm kind of thinking, though, what would probably be a good idea is that before we go ahead and actually start digging out the areas around the Nether Fortress, is if we go ahead and actually spawn-proof it. Like, we just spawn-proof the fortress itself, so that we don't have to deal with things like blazes, or wither skeletons, or anything that would spawn inside of one of those. Because I'm not gonna lie, man, like, it is a bit spooky, that idea that we could be dealing with some very ferocious foes that can just drop on our head at any moment, or a blaze that could just basically shoot at us and then just we're done. And then we're basically just done. I think that's something I'm a little bit worried about. So I think that's something we might even do when we eventually make our way down to that level. We'll just have to probably just stop all our digging by that point. We'll just have to stop all our digging by that point. Because again, I just don't want to deal with the blazes. The blazes are what's scaring me, I think, a lot. As well as the wither skeletons, or the actual wither skeletons themselves. Because think about it, like, literally, all you gotta do is have one of those guys drop on your head, or have a few of them drop on your head, and then you're in for a time. You're in for a time, man. Okay, we don't want to deal with it. Don't want to deal with it. But no, though, what I will do though is we'll go ahead and do that. I'm kind of thinking though, if we would go ahead and spawn proof though, would we use something like gold? No, not gold. Like slabs. Like, would we go ahead and use, like, netherite or nether brick slabs to do it? So, like, a part of me thinks that we should. Because think about it, like, imagine if we go ahead and use up, like, some actual proper nether brick slabs so that it's all blended in, instead of it all being, like, stone buttons or stone pressure plates. Because then at least then it would be on theme, on, like, essentially keeping the integrity of the fortress. Because I'm just kind of thinking we could just do some sort of like restoration project similar to what we've done with the ancient city. Because otherwise, like, I can imagine not really needing much to do with the actual build itself. It could even be like a makeshift, actually, storage system for us. Because that would be quite fun, actually. That would be quite fun to make it like into like a makeshift storage area. We'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see, honestly, because I think there could be a lot of potential, unless it would mess with the spawn rates. But and then again, though, like I don't think it would, unless we just as long as we just make sure that like all of the different pathways are locked up and ready to go, locked away and ready to go. I think we should be fine. I think we should ultimately be fine. We'll just have to wait and see, honestly. We'll just have to wait and see. But no, though. I think either way, though, we have to deal with that ghast. There we go. Get out of here with your shenanigans. Okay, get out of here with your shenanigans. We don't want you. We don't want you or your opinions. Okay, your opinions can stay on Twitter. Your opinions can stay on Twitter, man. Okay, we don't want it. We don't want it. But no, though. We'll go ahead, though, and kind of finish up, though, here. I do believe that, well, actually, yeah, to be fair, we're making up to our next beacon here, which is going to be fantastic. So, essentially, again, we kind of set up these beacons so that about 50 blocks away from the end. So, if we can go ahead and just do ourselves a huge favor here, and just get to this boy, then we'll basically would have marked the next big area. We would mark off the next big area, which would be fantastic, absolutely fantastic, man. However, though, I still really want my, I still kind of want though, like my ancient debris. To be fair though, luckily we have been actually able, we've been finding a little bit more. Like it's been a consistent thing now. Like at least once per stream so far, we've actually mined out some good old ancient debris, which is absolutely fantastic, man. Okay, absolutely fantastic. I don't know how many streams of this I'm gonna be doing, but if we average out like one ancient debris per stream, we might be needing more. We might be needing a little bit more if we want to go for an ancient, if we want to go for some sort of for some sort of oh God, Jesus Christ, go away, go away. Nope, wait a minute. Oh God, no, no. There we go. What's happening there, Jesus? That was a bit that going on there. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And also, either way though, I to be fair, I completely got lost track of what I was talking about. But either way though, we've now hopefully made it to the 50 block mark. Let's go. I do believe we can hopefully try to get us in about 2 more strips. If we can get us in about 2 more strips, I would have to. I think we could do that. I think we could do that. Because things are, a lot of this area by here, or like this main kind of dig by here, I think, or I do believe, is around about 25 blocks in length. Which, if that is the case, then essentially we should be able to do it in 2. But I got a bit of a feeling though we might not be able to. We'll have to make them really long. I think we might have to make these next 2 strips very, very long for us to go ahead and make any sort of dents. It's fine. We'll get them. We'll get them. Don't even worry about it. Also, let's go ahead and quickly just get this through here. But to be fair though, I have actually been watching like quite a few interesting videos though lately. I don't know. I think to be fair, like I don't know. I think a lot of the stuff that I kind of watch in my own time though, I've been obviously trying to just fit within whatever else I'm doing. But at least like I do know though that like for example, isn't Terraria having like an update at the moment? Oh no, not Terraria, but Stardew Valley and Terraria doing like some sort of collab. Honestly, the amount of times I've considered playing Stardew Valley or Terraria has been overwhelming now. Like those 2 games have been like at the back of my mind now for a hot minute. I had Terraria. I guess I just didn't get much into it. I think what I need is I just need that inspiration. I just need that little nudge at some point to commit myself to a playthrough. And I know that I like it. But obviously it's just one of those time sink games that is massive in scale. Like you could commit hours and hours and hours and you would still not be able to find anything about the game. You'd still not be able to find every single piece of information about the game. But I guess that's probably why it's probably so daunting for me at the moment. Is that like obviously when you go ahead and like try and tackle some of these projects or some of these kind of like goals, I don't know, like play a new game or watch a new franchise or do a new thing. I guess like it's always that kind of not so much fear, but it's that kind of is that kind of like, oh my god, like this is a lot. I don't know, how am I supposed to get through all this? I guess that's the thing though, is that you gotta try and take it like step by step, and just enjoy the process. And I think you should be able to find that. You should be able to like kind of move through it quite easily then. I think that's how I kind of tackled like doing the whole Marvel universe though, because that was a very big goal for me. I know that the next one now is definitely gonna be Star Wars. I can't wait to go through Star Wars. Honestly, I'm buzzing for it. I cannot wait. I know that I've already watched the first one. I've already watched the first one, so that one I can kind of skip because I do know that that's just more that's just more like for like family fun type deals. I know that's when the second Star Wars comes in. Now it's more not so much serious, but it becomes a bit more what do you call it? It starts trying to find its footing. It starts trying to find its footing. I don't know if it's very liked for that, but it just starts trying. And again, I think that's what's going to be really fun about it. But I do know though that I did try watching the second Star Wars. When I did try watching the second one, I didn't like it as much. I think we actually stopped halfway through because we just got bored. So I think it's definitely gonna have to be kind of like a bit of a slow start. But I think as I start kind of like moving through it, similar, it's not gonna be like as much of an explosive start, similar to like Gaspel, like Marvel. But I feel like it's gonna be one of those slow burners that will just get gradually and gradually better as the shows go on. Because the thing is, though, one lucky thing you had with Marvel is that you just had Iron Man, or you had Iron Man starting you out, man. Okay, Iron Man is a cult classic, absolute cult classic, man. I absolutely love that. When I first watched that was a great movie to try and get up into it, to get up into the Marvel fields. But obviously though, it's like I guess it's quite similar, I guess, Star Wars to Harry Potter, where it's obviously the first one's more family friendly, more just fun. And then it starts kind of like getting into its foot and then more toward the end. Which, to be fair though, again, I think that's going to be quite nice to know that there is going to be such an end. That's not going to be too far out of reach. I do know on Disney Plus there isn't as much to actually chew through. There isn't as much to chew through. Okay. Which that is fantastic. Okay, that is quite fantastic. And I'm going to try and find then something else to start doing in my evenings. That's going to be bloody sad. Oh god. Okay, what are we doing here then? No. 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 See, I've always kind of considered though, I think at some point I'm going to have to like start doing something like regular show. That is something, oh my god, do I want to do. Can we like just not? Can we just like not? Okay, can we like not? There we go. Because honestly, man, the amount of times I've considered watching regular show and like, I do know that Gravity Falls is actually on Disney Plus, which is kind of a banger. Okay, I do know that that is a big banger. Okay, big dubs. Okay, big dubs on the way. Because honestly, I remember watching Gravity Falls when it first, well, not so much when it was coming out, but at least like by the time it was kind of like airing on Cartoon Network and all that quite consistently. I don't know if it still is, but it was quite a while ago. But honestly, it was like that's it. Not even properly kind of I guess what would you call being very consistent with the episodes. Like obviously, I knew roughly what episodes I was watching, but I never really kind of took interest in like where I was in the story. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see how can we like just not can we just like not. That'd be great. I think I'd just be like great, man. But no, that's the thing though. Is and I can imagine that though as well, kind of inspiring a lot. Man, I can imagine that inspiring a lot. In terms of builds, in terms of content, in terms of like where you take like a lot of your like maybe a personality or like man alive, the potential. Okay, it's a magnificent. It's a magnificent. But then again, though, I also have a bunch of games that you get through as well. So I don't know. I think that's the thing, though. So I think that's pretty much the only thing that's keeping me sane at the moment. I think that's the one thing that's probably keeping me sane at the moment. Is being able to kind of like say that at least I am trying to culture myself back up to speed with all the cult classics, man. with all the cult classics. So then when people come up to me and say, "Oh my god, have you watched this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah." Okay, I finally did. After like years. A bit late to the party. But we got there eventually. Okay. And almost, oh my god, it was fantastic. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would recommend. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Also, can we like get reviews on Piglet? That'd be great. That'd be great, man. Okay, there we go. There we go. We've got a lot. Bloody hell. To be fair though, I'm not gonna lie, we're actually doing quite well in terms of picking through all this. To be fair, like, I'm looking at the time now and I'm thinking we could definitely get one more ship in. See, the thing is though, again, I would want to go ahead and at the end of the stream, or not at the end of the stream, but after we do dig out these two here. Also, I've got to be careful here. I don't want any pigments coming at me, or piglins coming at me after I broke some gold. But yeah, basically, what I tend to do here is that if we could try and shuck in some time to at least make up the next layer, or at least dig out 108, then that'd be ideal, really. Or at least try to go as far as we can with whatever pickaxes we have left over. Because honestly, that's like, for me personally, kind of my main goal. And whenever we do finish a layer, so that we can essentially just make sure that we're kind of keeping things moving. Keeping things moving on a consistent level. Because it's all about that consistency, man. Okay, it's all about that consistency. Okay, I'd much rather be able to go ahead and do a stream. Okay, I'd much rather be able to do consistent streams than just one massive stream for like a very, very long period of time and then just like never again. Okay, I want that. I don't want that. Okay, that's meant. That's meant. Okay, well, at least for me anyway. But no, though. We'll go ahead, though. Dig up to about here. And then, there we go. Lovely job there. At least a lot of this now is going to be safe for us. At least. Because the thing is, though, basically, one thing we have to be very aware of is that. Okay. Fine. That's cool. Not like I wanted health anyway. See, the thing is, though, I'm luckily not too worried about lava at this point. Because obviously my totem of undying will basically pop me with fire resistance if I'm in a bit of a pickle. I think that's probably one of the most greatest buffs they could have done to the totem of undying, was add fire resistance. Because initially I don't believe they did. I don't believe it actually did have fire res. I think it only just like gave you regen and like resistance and stuff. But literally that has made things very trivial now. It's definitely made things very, very trivial in terms of, well, essentially the gameage. Okay, in terms of the gameage, man, it's made things quite trivial. Oh no, okay, I don't want to get rid of my quartz, man. I don't want to get rid of my quartz. That's not cool. There we go. Can I yeet myself through here though? And then we should be all good to go. Oh, there's another lava. There's lots of lava over here. Loads of lava pools. I have to keep an eye out. I have to keep my third eye out. God damn. Gotta keep my eyes peeled. They're like lemon peel. Damn. But no, either way though. I don't know, I think to be fair though, Minecraft has definitely kind of piqued my interest though, at least lately. At least to like kind of what we can kind of do next in a way. And keeping our brain moving. Keeping our brain and noggin moving. Also, can we like get rid of you? That'd be great. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Because again, I think a lot of the time, whenever I go ahead and make up, I don't know, like a Minecraft world or whatever, I'm always trying to think about like what we can kind of do as like our next kind of big project, so that we're just kind of consistently making sure that we not so much always have something to do, but it always kind of supports what we're doing next in a way. So again, like that's why you'd go ahead and like make up like a huge Nether Perimeter now, to make up like a Wither Skeleton Skull farm, but also have like another project to do whenever you're ready. Because think about it, man. Like imagine being able to now make up like a really, really cool farm, kind of get your technical build in mind on. kind of get you like your technical building head on, and then go ahead then, and obviously then have something in terms of decorations that you can just start yeeting into anything you want. Like, think about it, man. Like, imagine the potential. Imagine the potential of being able to have so many wither skeleton skulls, first off, to just plaster around some sort of build. That'd be fantastic. Also beacons, imagine. But have this huge canvas that you can try and build something from. Because obviously, you can only really get these type of canvases from, like, I don't know, like an end, like some sort of end build where you just have the void. Which, to be fair though, Minecraft did do like quite an interesting little video short about like like some sort of like David Attenborough kind of video on Enderman. It was it was just short, really. It was just quite charming. I don't know if it's maybe a hint. To be fair, the Minecraft community is always going to take some sort of like we'll take anything and make it into some sort of like this is a secret. They're trying to tell us that they're going to make an end update. But to be fair though, I would really like to actually see some sort of end update anyway. That'd be something else though. But I don't know. It'd be interesting though to at least see where everything kind of goes from here. Also, can we like not deal with you? Oh, what a shot! Oh, what a shot! I know that he was out of range anyway, but you gotta make sure. He could just come back in, man. He could just come back in, mess around with us, mess around with us, kind of the slappy slap. Oh yeah, today as well. Today was a bit of a bad day for all of us. So I don't know if this kind of applies to around the world. I do know that it's quite a UK United Kingdom thing. I believe it's mainly for because I don't think it's for America anyway. But essentially, clocks go forward in the UK, United Kingdom, today. So it just kind of technically means that, well, all I don't know if they have it out in America or they have it out in these different countries, but basically, from what I've heard, it's mainly to kind of make sure that all of the Scottish lads, all the Scottish primary school kids, when they were first kind of making up this whole clock going forward and back, so that they don't have to go back to school or back home in the dark. So they'll just put all the clocks forward, which just sounds quite like a nice, sounds like quite a nice way to kind of celebrate a part of the year, like obviously spring or something, where you're essentially like saying, "Oh yeah, man, okay, don't worry about it, G, don't worry about it, okay. I understand that you've been working hard, okay. Let's try not to make you go into the dark." I think that's really, really wholesome in a way. I think that's just really, really wholesome. But yeah, basically all the clocks go forward today. So essentially meant that like everybody though had like 1 hour less in bed. Okay, it's fantastic in the summer, in the winter time, where you have an hour more in bed. Okay, but when you have 1 hour less in bed, man, okay, it's a sad time. Okay, it's a sad time. All of our concadian rhythms are just absolutely yeeted out the window. Okay, don't exist anymore. Don't exist anymore, man. Okay, trying to catch yourself back up, trying to make sure that everything's good to go. Bloody hell, bloody hell. But either way, though, we're pimp chilling. And before we do carry on, though, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little bit thirsty, so I'm gonna quickly go ahead and we're gonna go dig out the rest of this layer here, or the rest of this strip here. Make sure we can make some good progress, and then we'll go ahead and do that. Because man, lad, I had some spice earlier. And it was nice. It was very, very nice. There we go. Quickly just mine these out as well. Any piglins getting angry at me? Nope. We're safe. We're safe. We don't have to worry about it. Delicious. Delicious. Now that is what you call a poggin. That's what you call a poggin. Okay, but no, we'll quickly go ahead though and make our way down here. Dig out a good chunk of this now. There is I do believe actually there's a bit of a, yes there is. There's a bit of an opening by here, which is quite nice. That's showing off that we're making some rather good progress. Yeah, this is the whole ravine section. Okay, nice. We're gonna need to go ahead though, and as well at some point, get ourselves our hoe. so that we can mine out some of these warped fungus. Okay, what's that noise going on? What's that noise doing? Well, what's that? Enderman, stop it. See, the thing is, though, again, in this, I believe in this resource pack that I have, there's like custom Enderman sounds that like kind of come into the Nether. To be fair, though, actually, to be fair, we still have yet to actually fix the end. For some reason, it isn't doing or isn't playing out the resource pack in the end, so we still have some quite bland skies. That is one thing I would actually like to see from the end, is like some sort of sky update. Because if I have to be honest, like, I do not like the sky in the end. It is really dull. I don't know if maybe it's like the settings I play on, maybe like the brightness that I play on or whatever, but it's just so dull. I really wish it had like some sort of more interesting. I think that's the thing though, is that if out of anything, I think the one update that would actually quite benefit Minecraft is a skybox update. Because, well, think about it, man. Like, a lot of these skyboxes have been in the game now forever. I mean, like, forever. I'm not gonna be wrong. There is a like a simplicity to it all, which you gotta obviously keep. It's like obviously the whole diamonds fiasco when they were trying to revamp all the ores. They were like, nah, man, we can revamp iron, we can revamp coal, but we're not revamping diamonds. That's just too much. But I do know that there's like obviously a simplicity in having the skyboxes as it is. But I feel like that it definitely does need a bit of a spice up at least. Some sort of a retexture. Because I feel like in today, well, essentially, the game has kind of come up to be now. Obviously, like with the whole 1.19 update, how that absolutely shook the ground with everything. With how essentially they messed up, well, not messed up, but how they essentially are revamping coal and the whole underground. Like literally, man, they are absolutely going ham on it all. Like even revamping the NBD data, like they are going for like a full customization thing here. I think skyboxes should be next on the chopping block again, because it's just you have like vanilla tweaks and these custom resource packs that do add quite a lot to the whole scene, which massively help out in like in a build or whatever. But like it's yeah. That's the thing, especially like even with time lapses as well. You want to go ahead and make like a proper time lapse video, and obviously have some sort of nice background come along with it. But what I found actually was when I was doing like my time lapses for, I think it was my end projects, they didn't look as spicy as I would wanted them have been. Because of the fact that obviously, first of all, I was really messing around with the shaders. I feel like I really did mess up with the shaders there. I think I should have just gone for something a bit more simpler. But like, because of how much the sky took up the screen instead of the build itself, like it's very important to make sure that that is a good scene on top of whatever you're building. Because again, like obviously it's the game world. You can't really do much about the game. You can do a lot about the blocks. You can go ahead and place all these different blocks, all these different patterns, all these variations, all these color palettes, and make them look really, really nice. But obviously, if you're in like it's essentially a dull, just a dull purple black background, that doesn't really even have any stars to really kind of show off. Even similar to like how. The overworld has obviously the moon and the different phases and obviously the stars that come out. Yeah, it definitely does kind of hinder, I feel like, the whole feeling of the void. Which, to be fair, obviously I know that the void is the whole purpose of it is to be this huge scape that is essentially well, how would you best describe it? It's supposed to be obviously this huge scape that nobody's supposed to be going into. Like obviously it's supposed to be devoid of everything. Like the only thing that's supposed to be living there is Enderman, blah 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 blah. But I think there's a lot you can do with it. There's a lot that you can do with it to at least make it seem more voidy, make it seem more daunting as a task. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like you want to go ahead and make it more of a challenge Oh god. Oh, that's a lot of lava. That's a lot of lava. You want to go ahead and like make it feel like more of a void, if you get what I mean. Because right now it just feels like a really open. It just feels very open. It feels like a void, yeah, but it just feels open. There's a difference between a void and open. And yeah, I think I don't know. That's my whole like TED talk anyway on skyboxes and such. But no though. If we can get a quick update to skyboxes, forget about an end update. Just give me the option to more customizably get a skybox or kind of revamp the ones that you have at the moment. Then do what, man? I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Then I won't have to rely on things like vanilla tweaks, vanilla tweaks, or these other hyper realistic resource packs to kind of spice up the end for me. Which, to be fair though, I think to be fair, I don't know. If I have to be honest, like the whole hyper realism, like skyboxes in Minecraft as well, I think that's way too much. Like there has to be a fine middle ground, I believe. Like you can't just straight up put a sun. You can't just straight up put the sun in the game and make it look like it's supposed to be there. It just does not work. It's like trying to put, like, obviously you have Terraria, for example. It's like trying to put in the background, like, the scene of, like, I don't know, like somebody's back garden. A very beautiful back garden, don't get me wrong. Okay, it's a very beautiful back garden. But not in the game world. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It doesn't really fit the scene. What's happening here? Yeah, what's happening here? Bloody hell. Bloody hell. No, I think there's a huge argument, though, in terms of, not so much a huge argument, but there is a huge talk, I believe, that there definitely needs to be talked about how we tackle something like the overall look of the game. Because obviously, it has been, like, a very big talk already, I believe, like, in terms of like, the ores, or in terms of how the blocks, a lot of them look, and how they need to be retextured, and how, like, the armadillo's eyes weren't in the right place, so they had to go ahead and fix that up. And put it onto the side so that they were a bit more consistent. Like, there's obviously a huge talk to be had, but I feel like in some areas as well. Maybe we gotta talk about it in more broader scope. Like the sky. The sky's falling. The sky's falling. See, that's the thing. That's another game I want to play as well. That's another movie I need to watch, actually, again. It's Chicken Little. Oh my god. What a banger. I know that it's... Oh god. Oh wow. Okay, that's a bit spicy. Woo. Get me out of here. Okay. See, now this is why I need resistance. See, this is why I need resistance, man. Dude, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine this all out. I keep on coming back here. I'm just going to deal with this now. Boosh. Lovely. So we don't have to deal with that now. We don't have to keep on like going back and forth there. Because I'm kind of finding myself constantly whenever I come back over here, mining like 2 more blocks out of that. And it's getting kind of annoying. I'm to kind of stop my dig just for that 2 blocks. For those just for those 2 blocks. Also, can we like not? Nice. And get out of here. Get out of here. Do we don't want you. You smell. You smell like cheese. But no, though. We'll quickly go ahead, though. We'll make our way down here. And I do believe... So, we're right now on our... Well, after this pickaxe, I do believe there's only 2 more left. So, hopefully that will be enough. Well, I think hopefully 1.5... Like 1.5 pickaxes should really do for the rest of this build, or for the rest of the dig, to at least make up the next layer in a way. Because again, that's the whole goal. Whenever we finish off a layer, is to start the next one, so we kind of keep things moving. Ooh, pardon me. Also, can we like make sure that we're not dying here? Okay, cool, yeah. But I do know that at the end of here, though, we might have more than just digging to do when we have to deal with magma. See, honestly, I'm just not looking forward to when we have to start digging out the whole basalt deltas. The thing is, obviously, we're just dealing with a lot of the... Like, at the moment, we're only having to deal with the magma... We're only having really to deal with, like, them just genuinely spawning on flat ground that we can easily tackle in a way. But, oh my god, no. No. I want that gold. That is my gold. Okay. I need to go ahead and trade that in. I need to go ahead and trade that in, man. But no, when we eventually have to go ahead though and start making our way to these different areas, oh, it's gonna be nah, it's not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun, man. Because obviously with the basalt deltas, I know that one big problem is gonna be obviously traversing a lot of it. Oh wait a minute, we got 3 pickaxes. Jeez. Jeez, we're gonna be able to finish off this layer easy. We're gonna start the next layer easy. Oh god. Haha, he fell. Oh, that enderman fell, and he's now teleporting everywhere. Haha, go screw yourself. Now, you will definitely be able then to start the next layer. Easy. I was a little bit worried there. I was like, oh my god, wait a minute. I was like, the thing is, obviously, I don't want to have to put into my supplies a little bit here. There we go, then, coolio. Yeah, because obviously, when we go down into the basalt deltas now, a lot of it is going to be essentially having to try and tackle essentially the terrain, because obviously it's going to be relatively easy to, I don't know, dig at the ground level. Like for example, in the basalt delta, or not basalt deltas, but in the nether wastes, for example, that wouldn't be too bad, because again, a lot of it is just going to be flat ground. But with the basalt deltas, you have things like lava that you have to kind of deal with. So we're going to need to really consider, by that point, just having fire resistance potions on hand at any point in the build. I'm kind of even thinking we go ahead and stock up on them, even. Because hopefully we wouldn't have to be that long. We'll try and get ourselves down to like a nice level and then not have to deal with them. But man alive, it would just be not cool, man. We just don't want to deal with them, man. Okay, we just don't want to deal with them. It's between lava, between magma, man. It's gonna be a death zone. It's gonna be a death zone, but it's gonna be fun death zone. Okay, we're gonna be playing all that good stuff. Also, we're gonna be playing all that good stuff. Also, gotta be kind of careful. There is plenty of piglins or zombie piglins around here. See, I think I'm actually digging into the wall a little bit here, which is kind of annoying me. See, I try not to dig into the wall here because I like the fact that we could be actually going ahead and making like a really flat wall for us to be like in the future looking at and just being like, oh wow, okay, that's cool. But that's another thing though, actually, about being able to mine out this perimeter by hand, is that essentially the difference between, as well, obviously going by TNT and obviously doing it by hand, is that we can have a bit more control about how much we want to actually yeet out. Like for example, like when we go ahead and come across some quartz or gold, we have the option of actually picking that up if we'd want. Or for example now, when we go ahead and go to the walls, we don't actually have to yeet them out. Like, we don't have to have like such a jagged wall. We can like actually make it all flat, which is a completely different effect to essentially having the whole wall be jagged from the explosions. Which, to be fair though, I think to be fair, a jagged wall is actually probably it looks a lot more cooler, in my opinion. But there is an appreciation for at least the smoothness. Okay, I feel like that there is an appreciation for the smoothness of a wall. Okay, I don't know how we got into this conversation, but like how smooth a wall is. Okay, if you can just like drag your hand up and down it, okay, and you can just feel it being very buttery smooth. Okay, that's the best thing, man. The best thing. Also, as well, whilst we are here, we are about to finish off this layer. So we're gonna need to be on our toes here, because there's a few magma, as we were talking about earlier, kind of keeping things very nice and very nice and dangerous. We can try and dig out this one section by here. Do a little bit of that action. There we go, there we go, there we go. Find out some of this gold. Try and dig out to like, at least the end of here. And I don't believe... Oh god, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is we're gonna have to deal with some of these guys now. Or are you trying to push them back a bit? There we go. Okay. So push them back a little bit. Got ourselves a few more of these. And hopefully, maybe what we can even do here is mine around this corner. And maybe they won't follow us? Nope, nope, they will. Nope, they will. As per usual. Okay, we just gotta be kind of careful, though we don't want to corner ourselves. Yeet. It's just, why I try not to do it, I really don't try to actually kill them. It's because, to be fair, like, having them multiply is very annoying. Because they are, like, more harder to hit. And just having more of them, yeah, it's kind of tricky, man. Okay, it's kind of tricky. But either way, though, hopefully we can just go ahead and mine down this corner here now. I wouldn't have to worry about anything besides saying, we did it. We did it. Another layer bites the dust. Another layer bites the dust. Now that's what you call a poggy. Now that's what you call a poggy. So much room. So much room. Time to dig. Time to dig. We need more digging space. We need more digging space. Okay, we need to make up this next layer now. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, wow, that is scary. Yeah, 2 more layers now, and actually, to be fair, our next layer, we won't be seeing this floor by here. There won't be a floor by here. That's a bit spooky. That's a bit of a spooky thought, but we just have to stay out. We just have to stay with it. Okay, we just have to stay with it. We're gonna try and like map out though how big we want this next bit to be, and then we'll be on our way then. We can really just go ahead. I'll say that we'll try and go out to about the end of this ravine bit here. There we go. About 2 more blocks out from this ravine bit here, so that we can essentially make sure that we're kind of digging alongside everything. There we go. Just a little bit more like so. And then as we go down here then, we're going to go ahead and dig a good chunk of this next section over here. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. So now this is when things are going to get a little bit more spicy. Just a little bit more spicy. Things are going to start opening up for us. Things are going to start opening up for us. Let's go. Oh, this consistency, man, is absolutely fantastic. This consistency is absolutely fantastic. We'll try and go out, though, to about maybe even here. There we go. Go out to this, about here, I'm thinking. Ah, lovely. There we go. We'll go out to about here. That should be a really nice big section. To essentially say that we can try and dig out for future us. And that should also as well also try, it should really as well eat up a lot of our pickaxe usage. I think if we can do that, that'd be absolutely brilliant. But what we'll do is we'll kind of dig out here until this pickaxe is low on durability. And then we'll go ahead then and put away some of these ores in our inventory. Because we are running out of some of that prime real estate in our inventory. Okay, also gotta be careful. Oh, no, that's why. Have to be careful about that. Didn't really want to deal with that, but ayo, luckily there was a hole by there that the lava was kindly going toward. Oh, lovely. So it's gonna be a nice big ship now down the middle. No. No. Okay, he's gone. Oh, you still set me on fire, though. You still set me on fire from beyond the grave. God damn you. God damn you and your shenanigans. Oh no, wait a minute, that's another lava pit. Another lava pit out the way. Okay, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh no, wait a minute, that's another one by that. There's another one by that. And now, hopefully, what we should find is that by the end of this little dig here, there we go, that's our next pickaxe down. So how much is this we're actually taking out? Maybe we're doing a pretty decent area. We're doing a pretty decent area. I'm gonna quickly put away some of this ores, or some of these ores, just so that we can have plentiful room. Just so that we can have plentiful room for more. There we go. So we only got about 2 more pickaxes now to use up. Only got about 2 more pickaxes now to use up, and then we're Gucci. And then we're Gucci. Okay, and we'll start off around about here. I'm thinking. And to be fair, is that like kind of like even on both sides? No, to be fair, that isn't kind of even on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and dig out a little bit more this way. I want to make sure like both sides are having as much of an equal possibility or an equal chance as possible. There we go. We want to try and make things as even as possible, man. Okay, go try and make things as even as possible. And then there we go. Take out these next 5 blocks here, and then we'll go back to the top, and then we'll just dig. We'll just dig. Whee! So yeah, we got about 2 more pickaxes though to kind of get through. That should hopefully, I think, with this much of a mill section, that should really mean that we'll be able to get to the top now of here. Yeah, we should be able to get to the top of here and use up both pickaxes without an issue. Also, there is a bit of a lava pit by there. Another lava pit by there. Another lava pit by there. Just gonna quickly get those out whilst I can. But no, to be fair though, either way, I feel like we've done very, very productively this stream. To be able to go ahead and just start off, like to basically finish off another layer is always a great place to be. And again, like a lot of this, what we're doing at the moment is a lot of the big tasks. Like a lot of this by here is the big ones. Because obviously this is the most dense area in terms of netherrack. And the same thing goes for when we go down to the bottom as well. When we go down to the bottom, it's going to be quite similar again, where a lot of it is going to be quite dense, like either in lava or in netherrack and basalt. But when we start getting to like the middle section, that's when things are going to probably pick up quite quickly in terms of how fast-paced they become. So at least then we'll be able to kind of chill out for a little bit until we have to eventually dig out some more, or eventually have to rip our teeth out again trying to mine out another really dense section. But to be fair though, in terms of the things that what we need to do is that we need to get a bit of a time frame going. We need to get a bit of a time frame going, because I feel like what I might do is that maybe in between streams, not even in between streams, maybe what I'll do is that we'll check back on the collection, like a collection of hardcore streams, and we'll see when we started this dig. See when we officially started the dig, or at least started to plan it out, so that we can get a rough time frame for when we could consider being done in the future. It's not so much saying like being done, but how far like it would take us to get, like, I don't know, 20, like at least like 20 blocks of a really like dense layer out of the way, and that will hopefully kind of like help us kind of estimate then what, like how far it's gonna take us to go, how far it's gonna take us to go. Because that's the thing, is like even though that we might be going and not having to dig as much from the middle like hole that's just there, it still doesn't mean it's not gonna be challenging. Because you gotta think about it, like it might not be that we might be spending as much time just genuinely mining, but a lot of it is probably going to be spent just trying to survive, and like doing things like potions, and obviously there's going to be a lot of fighting with magma to try and get them off my back whilst I mine some basalt. See that again? That's why I was talking about earlier, like mine alive. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that. But it will be a lot more easier though, compared to, well, when we actually have to go around the Nether Fortress. That's what I'm thinking. Like I think I'd probably much rather deal with the basalt and magma than having to try and deal with the blazes that would be spawning from around the fortress. Because, man alive, would that be annoying. That'd be so frustrating, man. Constantly having to have those guys on my back. Because the thing is, though, they're just constantly going to be shooting at us. Constantly going to be shooting at us all the time. And I guess that's not kind of what we want to do here. Like, our kind of goal here is just to essentially make it so, like, we can at least just reuse a lot of what's in the Nether Fortress. Not try to destroy it in a way. Again, a lot of this is just so that we can be a bit more efficient in our farming. Because again, like, you can't really make you can't really make a Wither Skeleton Skull farm without having to do some spawn proofing. So you might as well go ahead and make it spectacular instead of just like a land of buttons. Instead of just a land of buttons, which I have actually done before. I have actually done that before. It was in like a server with some friends, where essentially I went ahead and I did actually dig out. I do believe, not dig out, but I did, I believe, well, place down a bunch of buttons around a Wither Skeleton Skull farm, and that process was, it was fine. It was fine. Like, it was like, I think it was like around about 50k buttons I placed in the end. And to be fair, a lot of that was just by being able to, well, AFK at a farm or AFK at a stone farm for a lot of it. Because obviously I was reusing. I think, to be fair though, it was between buttons and slabs. I think it was actually slabs that I used. Yeah, it was slabs that I used. Yeah, because essentially you could double up on the amount of coverage you had then. Like, think about it, like, obviously buttons are 1-to-1, pressure plates are, Jesus Christ, they're 1-to-2. Or 2-to-1, my bad, wrong way around. So they are quite spicy. You don't really want to use those. But slabs, it's like, it's like 1-to-2. Like, you got like, for every 1 block of stone brick you use, you get 2 slabs back. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer that you'd use slabs instead of buttons, just for that convenience, and not having to do as much mining or as much AFKing. But I think in the future, though, I guess that's one of the reasons why I probably wanted to do this way anyway, was because it was a bit more funner. I know that there is more better ways of doing these farms here. So, for example, you can actually make the Wither Skeleton Skull farm, but make it have it so when they you can have it like really far up in the sky, or like your AFK chamber really high up in the sky. So you only need to like essentially load in a certain amount. Obviously, then you just have to do some bedrock breaking to the top or to get to the ceiling, and then you'll be on your way. But no, I don't think that's probably where I would want to go with it. Actually, that's not probably something I'd want to go with it. Because again, I think that's the thing though. For me personally, I feel like if I was gonna make any farm, I feel like a lot of free real estate is being able to just do it all down here. Like, I love being able to go ahead and like see what's around me. Because again, I guess it goes back to that whole void problem. Like, with the bedrock ceiling, it is quite an interesting place. And personally, I would like to be able to kind of have more to do up there. I'd like to maybe, if I was going to go ahead and do something up there, I wouldn't make a farm, because I think that'd be a bit more our convenience than anything else. I think we'd have to make some sort of like build. Like, I'm thinking like some sort of mega build. And like do like a proper theme around it. Similar to how we are doing like the planet. The only issue is that the actual ceiling of the Nether, or like the actual skybox, not skybox, but I guess, what would you call it? It's the actual ceiling, like the build limit. There we go, build limit. The build limit is quite low still. Like, it's pretty much the same as, I think it's pretty much the same as the overworld. And to be fair, that isn't ideal, because then you can't make as many big builds. Because obviously you'd have to go ahead and probably do what I'm doing here on top. You have to do what I'm doing here, probably do a bit of bedrock breaking. And as well, have the whole bedrock ceiling to yourself to be able to have like the same kind of open and voidness as the end. Which, to be fair, is nice to be able to kind of like build like a planet or two, but I don't know. But it's actually kind of interesting though to see what would like this, not so much the skybox, but what the whole terrain would look like. Can we like just not? Can we just like not? That'd be ideal. That'd be ideal, please. Okay, I got a bit of lava on me. I got a bit of lava on me. It's getting a bit spicy in here. Also, I feel like I really have dug out the section quite a lot. No. You're just like, no. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. I don't know though, actually. Will we actually be able to do the rest of this area here? I kind of hope so. I feel like hopefully I haven't dug out too much of a big area here. There we go. Because obviously I'm about halfway through my pickaxe here. And I got about another 100 blocks to go, I believe. So we're going to need to keep an eye out. Because obviously that beacon over there, or the beacon right in front of us here, it would be the 50 block mark before the end. But I do know though that with us being already halfway durability, or halfway through our durability, well, not so much halfway, but like more like 3/4 of the way through. I'm not entirely sure. We might have to go ahead and nab ourselves another nab ourselves another diamond pickaxe or something, or maybe like just what we'll probably do is we'll probably just use one of our netherite pickaxes, so that we don't have to get into like another supply of diamond ones. Just so that we're just kind of keeping things consistent. I don't want to go ahead and like stop our streak of using like 9 diamond pickaxes per stream, because then it would basically mean that next stream would be really short. Next stream would be just really, really short. That'd be really frustrating. That'd be really frustrating. But no, though, because again, if we can go ahead and just make up a really good big section here, then essentially just makes it a little more easier then for future me. And for future me shenanigans. But to be fair though, at least we were able though to get at least one ancient debris though today, which that is quite nice. It's always nice to see kind of like one of those boys just chilling somewhere. To be fair though, it's gonna be quite interesting though when we start getting to down to lava level, because essentially a lot of that is gonna be so much. It's gonna be so much of the goodies. Also, wait, is that basalt? Is that basalt like something I can't make? What to say then? Okay, so it looks like we just were able to get enough beacon radius to mine this out. It might be that we're gonna have to go ahead and get ourselves another beacon in some shape, like more into the middle, because it seems that this basalt is actually spreading over farther than the beacon range is giving us. That's something we're going to have to consider. That's something we're going to have to hugely consider for the future. Well, to be fair though, to be fair though, that's just on top of what we already need to do with beacons anyway. We still need to go ahead and like just absolutely place a bunch of beacons just everywhere around this build to get ourselves some more resistance anyway. Because obviously that is one of the major goals, really, is to be able to kind of still be safe whilst we're mining. But I do understand that obviously we just don't have those beacons yet to actually do that with. Also, as well, it kind of seems like here. Yeah, it kind of seems like here we are running out. Okay, we're running out of durability. So yeah, we're probably going to have to go back then and quickly grab. Yeah, we're going to have to grab ourselves our netherite pickaxes. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll quickly go ahead and get ourselves our netherite pickaxes here. And then we'll take it from there. Whee! Oh, lovely. That's what speed. Absolute speed and agility. Let's go ahead and chuck these back. Boom, 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 boom. And then we'll go ahead and just nab our fortune efficiency. Coolio. Like I said, I'm not gonna. Oh god, wait, what's going on with that one block? What's going on with that one block then? We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that around here then, shall we? But we will need to have our soak touch though. But hopefully though, what this will do actually is make things a lot more quicker. It'll make things even more quicker actually. Because the thing is though, now that we have netherite, everything's gonna be that much more quick, which would be fantastic. And if we do run out of durability though with this boy, if we do run out of durability, then or like run too low, then what we may have to do, just to make things a little more simpler, we'll have to go to fortune. We'll have to use our fortune pickaxe, but then just only use our silk touch one when we are actually mining out nether quartz or like any ores. Because again, that's the whole reason why I made like a huge shulker of soak touch pickaxes, was that we can just not have to worry about not picking up any of the ores, or we have to like kind of switch hands to like a silk touch pickaxe or whatever. We can just mine and just not have to worry. Oh, look at that. There's the end. There's the end. This would have been actually quite a productive stream. This would have been quite a productive stream. We would have been able to kind of mine out quite a substantial area. And also, that's a hole. Oh, no. Yeah, you can definitely see how this is all going to open up now. You can definitely tell how this is all going to open up soon. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll probably consider it like maybe like a few more streams ahead though. A good few streams ahead. Maybe like another 2 weeks, I'd say. And then we'd be easily seeing a lot of this open up. You can see some of the holes that are already starting to pop up. Ooh. Ooh. This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick. But no though. Either way, let's get ourselves down here. We'll be getting up now to this beacon effect here, which then will officially mark the 50 block mark from the end. And yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll leave it there. I think we'll leave it there then. I feel like we would have done everything we wanted to. We would have wanted to have finished this layer, and as well go ahead and make up a really good start on the next one. We even actually going over our diamond pickaxe usage for a stream, because normally I'm only doing 9. Hey man, what I'll do. Oh my god, that's spooky. Oh, that's spooky. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful about like accidentally mining out the bottom block, because we're just gonna have those just openings. We're just gonna have those openings, man. That come from the bottom. They're gonna be so easy to fall into. So easy to fall into. There we go. But at least though, it kind of means that we're gonna start seeing some nice scenery. We're gonna start seeing some nice scenery. And we do love a little bit of good scenery, man. We do love a little bit of good scenery. Okay, that's the whole gist. That's the whole gist. And then there we go. Quickly mine all this out. Do a little bit more like so. And then past this, yep, that's our beacon effect. That's the beacon effect we all know and love. That's the beacon effect we all know and love. I do know though that they're actually going to be doing quite a few changes as well into how particles are shown. How particles are like how basically particles are colored in Minecraft as well. So essentially they're not going to be as obtrusive. Because obviously, we got another one. Oh, this is a 2. Oh, this is a 2 by here. Love that. Absolutely love that, man. There we go. Today we got 3 ancient debris. Imagine that. But no, so they're basically going to be making it so that like all of the colors now mix much more better. So you get like really nice kind of like colored particles as more get applied to you. I think that's also just by potion effects as well on top of beacons. And but on top of that as well, they're going to be making it so that it's not as much either. So it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be good. There's going to be some goodies. Also as well, get me through here. Get me through here. Okay, I wonder if we can get ourselves some more ancient debris. I want myself a few more. Oh, to be fair though, I was talking about this last stream, but like I'm still buzzing for the Minecraft update, man. Yeah, I can imagine that there's gonna be so much opportunity to go ahead and start like messing around with these different mechanics. Obviously, like a lot of our projects are not gonna be anywhere near them, at least not for now. But when they eventually do, it'd be beautiful. It'd be beautiful. Also, we need to get ourselves a few more food here. Yeah, there's a load of there's a load of magma over there. There's a bunch of magma over there. That's a bit spicy. That's a bit spicy. Okay, come on then. Come on then. No. Nope. Nope. Go away. You smell. You smell. You all smell. Nope. 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 Go away. You all smell. You all smell very badly. What we'll do is I will even just mine to the bottom of here now. And we'll just kind of like zigzag then. Our whole way down. There we go. We'll just kind of zigzag then our way this way. A little bit like this, so. In fact, what I might even do, I might even do a bit of a spiral. So that we don't have to deal with those magma just yet. Or at least we don't have to deal with them on such a large scale. We only need to deal with them like maybe from like this, from like the back section. There we go. Because again, I'm very wary about actually killing them. Because again, I just feel like the more that they are, or the more that the more they are, yeah, it's a bit more tricky. It's a bit more trickier, man. There we go. Can't get rid of all this. Get rid of all this. Let's be fair. I do actually need to keep an eye out actually about how far we're digging out. There we go. This is it. This is it. What we'll do then is I will quickly go ahead. Try and kind of smooth out this section over here. Also, our netherite pickaxe man is going low. We did actually go through quite a few pickaxes today then. Jeez. Jeez, because obviously like the netherite pickaxe is obviously more durability as well. So this whole section by here would have taken up at least like 2 more diamond pickaxes for us to do. There we go. So that's all that smoothed out. Now we can go ahead and mine out this last little section by here. And call it a stream. And call it a stream. And we have now called it a stream. Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. This is the whole middle section that we're able to mine out on top of all of the other mining we've been doing. What a Chad. What a Chad. There we go. So what we'll do then is I'll put some of these away. A little bit like so. We can now say we've got us another 3 ancient debris. We got us another bunch of gold. We got us another bunch of basalt, another bunch of blackstone. We got us another bunch of everything. Okay. And we were able to use up another bunch of pickaxes. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So basically next stream then, we'll be going through our... What would this be now? This would be our first shulker worth of pickaxes. Imagine that. Imagine that. But no, you don't see it. You don't see it. But this area is getting big, man. This area is getting big. This area is getting big. But no. We're going to leave today's stream on day 1567. Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragons. Thank you guys so much for today's stream. I really do appreciate it. It's been an absolute vibe. Been an absolute vibe, man. We do love a good old. We do love a good old stream. Oh, 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 we do love a good old stream. Okay. So who is online and who can we raid? I'm thinking if we go ahead and go to here, just check out what the bloody hell's happening. Okay, check out what the bloody hell is happening. Okie dokie. I'm thinking what we'll do. We'll go back to Twitch here. We'll go ahead and raid our boy. Ooh, Skeege is online as well. Skeege is online, and also our boy Dr. Zorro is online. So we got some absolute legends here today. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check out. Or to be fair though, Tadpole. Oh, to be fair. Oh, no, 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 no. What we'll do is we'll go ahead. Archeo plays. Screw it. Oh, to be fair. Actually, yeah. We'll go ahead and, I don't know if they will actually let us, though. Can I do that? If I'll not use name, I can't. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Nah, that's fine. Nah, that's fine then. Okay. We'll go ahead then. Wait a minute. If I maybe try it. Maybe try. Okay, maybe not Archeo plays. And we'll go ahead and try then. Who haven't we rated in a little while? To be fair, we'll go for. Oh, I wonder actually if Pixel JP is online. Oh, he is online as well. So many opportunities. So many opportunities. We'll go for Skeege. Skeege, think. We do love our lad. We do love our lad. He's a mad lad. Definitely check him out. He's just amazing. He's just amazing. But another. Yes, I'm gonna go head off now. Thanks for today's stream. I'll be back on tomorrow if maybe everything goes to plan. Kind of depends. But basically though, we should hopefully though. Well, that's the thing though. So we've been able to start up this next huge layer for ourselves. So it doesn't really matter what happens now. We'll basically just be pin chilling. So no though. Yes. Either way though, take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you all soon.